It's the end of a short day one of the BP Ultimate Rally. Total special stage distance for the day was a mere 20 kilometers, but 3 consecutive stage wins see Castrol Toyota's Mark Cronje with a 7-second advantage over the rest of the field. But the BP Ultimate Polos are in hot pursuit with only a half a second separating Enzo Kuhn in second, and teammates Jan Habig and Hergen Fecken tied in third. Gemmel is down in fifth.
While the championship battle between Fecken and Gemmel in their S2000 machine continues, more championship battles are raging in the remaining classes. Besides having only two-wheel drive instead of drive to all four wheels, Class A7 is not much different from the top S2000 class, and it's the final stepping stone before reaching the pinnacle of South African rallying. It's also a fantastic battleground for up-and-coming drivers like Stefan Wilken and Greg Gericke and Evan Hutchison and Alvin Coetzee. Class A7 also plays host to rally veterans and multiple lower class champions Chris de Wit and Dean Redling-Hayes, who won the last outing in the Eastern Cape. This top two-wheel drive arena has also seen a dramatic turnaround in fortunes with a new championship log leader, as the early season pace setters Stefan Wilken and Greg Gericke in their Panhard Seed Striken Express Volkswagen Polo have now seen their once dominant position eroded after a crash during the shakedown stage the day before the Sasol rally and a fire that caused them to retire from the Osram.
Yeah, no, the season started well, but unfortunately the last event was a bit of a bad luck. It did put a bit of a hiccup into our championship. So it's everything to play for. We're going more for a finish than a win.
With a maiden class win during round 5 and another second place on round 6, Evan Hutchison and Alvin Coetzee powered their Motorrad Toyota Runnings into the Class A7 lead. Hutchison has his sights set on adding a rally title to his list of off-road championships, but the dice with Wilken over these last two events will be fierce.
And I'm hoping for a good result here. We must finish, we must take some points home, and then the final shootout will be in Johannesburg.
Stefan Wilken and Greg Gericke drew first blood with a Class A7 stage win on stage 1, in spite of arriving at the end with a broken shock absorber. The Total Evolution Runnings of Chris de Wit and Dean Redling-Hayes opened their account with the second fastest time, 4 seconds slower. The Motorrad Runnings of Evan Hutchison and Alvin Coetzee set a time just 1/10 of a second slower than that of de Wit. But the off-road racing champion displayed excellent pace on the tar by winning both stages convincingly, moving in past both de Wit and Wilken to take a 16-second class lead. Wilken ends the day second in class, with de Wit only 6 seconds back in third. Class A6 is home to modified rally cars with engines smaller than 2 litres. It is also home to a trio of Total Toyotas and the championship fight between Mohamed Musa and Grant Martin in the Auris and Rodney Versage and Callan Swan in a Runnex, with current class champion Craig Trott and Robbie Coetzee lurking in third. Musa currently has the upper hand, but cannot afford a mistake over any of the 2 remaining rounds.
No, absolutely not. I'm fighting against 2 of the most seasoned competitors in rallying. Both of them have got multiple class wins against their names, and they're very clever tactical drivers, so I have to be up there to be able to beat them.
Versage is a rally veteran with numerous lower class championships behind his name, but will have to use all of his experience in an attempt to try and beat the faster Auris.
With it being a bit wet, so I'm hoping that also gives me a bit of advantage that his power, I know he won't pull away from us, so will be close enough to give him a run for his money.
Both will have to fend off the challenges by the rest of the Class A6 field in the shape of Trott and Coetzee, Cape Town locals Etienne de Tooy and Patrick Vermaak, and Andy Haig-Smith and Craig Gray. Mohamed Musa and Grant Martin are chasing their first class championship and started well by winning the opening stage by 11 seconds from locals Etienne de Tooy and Patrick Vermaak. Rodney Versage and Callan Swan's title hopes disappeared shortly after stage 1, when the Total Evolution Runnings was forced to retire with gearbox problems. With Versage now removed from the equation, Musa could concentrate on trying to win the rally. But former circuit racing star Etienne de Tooy made a comeback to rallying and dominated both tar stages at Killarney to take the Class A6 rally lead by a mere 4 seconds from Musa. The Total Evolution Toyota of Craig Trott and Robbie Coetzee occupied third in class, around 24 seconds off the pace. The daughter and father combination of Stefanie and Willem Hugo had a decent start until their Wheel Magazine Toyota Corolla clipped the pavement at Killarney, spelling the end of the road for the disappointed lady driver. Class A5 is the smallest engined class in South African rallying, but with a host of promising young drivers, the action is wild. Morne Jansen van Rensburg and Gerald Harting and Ashley Haig Smith and Hilton Orphy present a battle of the teens, with Van Rensburg fresh out of school and Haig Smith still in school and armed with a learner's license. Vusi Mabanga and Sean Visser are having their best season ever and currently holds third in the class title chase with a win and 3 more podium finishes to their credit. But the Class A5 battle is a tough one between BP Ultimate City Golf teammates Guga Zulu and Carl Peskin and Andre Kleinwerk and Des de Fortier. Both are former class champions and both are reluctant to give an inch. Zulu started the season with a bang with 3 wins in 4 events, but has since lost momentum to Kleinwerk, who racked up 2 wins in the last 2 events, closing the gap to Zulu to just 3 points. Local youngster Ashley Haig Smith and Hilton Orphy's event ended before it even got going, as the engine in the Team React Toyota Yaris cried enough on the way to stage 1. Vusi Mabanga and Sean Visser were once again contesting a podium position in their Total Evolution Toyota Yaris. But as with most events, the BP Ultimate Rally Class A5 battle was again a fight between teammates Zulu and Kleinwerk. Guga Zulu and Carl Peskin won the opening stage by less than a second, but managed to edge further away from Kleinwerk on the tarmac at Killarney. Andre Kleinwerk and Des de Fortier fought bravely, but could not match the established racing driver's speed and ended the day just 8 seconds behind their teammates. Class N3 is the second of the production car classes and home to near-standard Toyota Runnix RSIs. It's also home to the class-dominating Sasol Toyota Runnix of Dave Compton and Pierre Jordan, who are on track to seal the class championship on this event. Compton had very little opposition so far in this class and finished the day amongst the Class A6 cars. His only competition, the Runnix of Abdul Rahman Amle and Yusuf Hanif, retired on stage 2 with a broken engine.
The sun is setting over Cape Town, leaving the 25 remaining teams with time to reflect on their performances from day 1. 3 stages have been completed, but the real rally only starts tomorrow as 150 kilometers of gravel road action, final day of the penultimate round of the 2009 Sasol South African Rally Championship. The battle between Toyota and Volkswagen, and more specifically between Johnny Gemmel and Ergen Fecken, rages on. Today is make or break, as the teams will head out to Malmesbury and Maritzburg to tackle 4 long and challenging stages in the farmlands. Gemmel and Fecken may be the ones fighting for championship glory, but it's Marc Ronier who's chasing his first victory of the season. And with 3 stage wins from the 3 stages on the day before, he holds all the aces.
Yeah, absolutely, but it's a premature sort of start. We've got a long day today.
Keane is just 7.3 seconds behind and leads the chasing pack.
The real rally starts today. We're not quite sure whether it's wet, slippery, or whether it's dried out. So I think all of us just can't wait to get into the first stage.
Habich is only half a second behind one of his teammates and tied with the other.
Being third on the road, I think, is probably not a bad position. At least you've got some markings that's going on at the front.
Competition within the BP Volkswagen team is just as fierce, with nothing to separate Ergen Fecken from Habich. But he is ahead of title rival Gemmel.
Yeah, look, we're fairly happy. We got a good road position for today. I think we can work with it.
Gemmel finds himself in an uncharacteristic 5th position and 19 seconds off the lead.
No, we struggled a bit with the power steering, especially on the tar stage with those tight corners and what have you. So we dropped 19 to the leader, so it wasn't a good start.
The top drivers on any round of the Sasol South African Rally Championship get to choose their starting and road positions for day 2. The thinking is that further back will be safer and faster, leaving 6th place Japie van Niekerk no choice but to open Saturday's proceedings. Stage 4 is a 26-kilometer affair just north of Malmesbury. The roads are fast and mostly smooth, but as there's still a fair amount of standing water present, the organizers allowed the teams to make use of special wet weather tires. They provide more grip than normal dry weather tires, but they also present a risk as they are susceptible to punctures.
It's only stage 4, but the time to make a move was now. Japie van Niekerk and Robin Houghton are getting closer and closer to the factory S2000 teams with every event, as he's quickly finding the limits of the new Africa Developments Toyota Runnix. Van Niekerk survived the scary moment, but soon also had gearbox troubles to worry about.
Good, it's not bad. It will be better if we are second gear.
6 rallies so far this year have only yielded 2 winners. Johnny Gemmell is one of them with 3 victories to his name, but together with Peter Marsh, they currently found themselves 19 seconds off the pace and in 5th. On the opening stage of day 2, Gemmell made his move as the Castrol Toyota Horus crossed the flying finish in a remarkable time of 13 minutes and 46 seconds.
Fast left long and max grid 300. 300, max small crest, then 100 in max right, 70 tighter.
As always, Jan Habig and Douglas Judd open up the taps in their BP Ultimate Polo and entertain the crowds with his extremely spectacular driving style. Habig was also in a close battle with his teammates. His time was 9 seconds slower than Gemmell's, but would it be fast enough to beat Fecken? Besides the battle with their teammates, Argent Fecken and Pierre Aries knew that Gemmell would come out with all guns blazing. The only way to fend off such an attack is to also go on the attack. The BP Ultimate Polo was flying until...
It was a very fast right-hander into a very quick left 6 over a small grid. We just came in way too fast.
Enzo Keane and Guy Hodgson started stage 4 in 2nd position, but with a slender half-second advantage over teammates Habig and Fecken. Fecken already lost more than a minute, but Habig already posted a fast time that didn't leave Keane with any margin for error. His time, 5 seconds slower than Habig. Keane drops from 2nd to 4th.
Fork right 1 over flat crest. Fork right 1 now over flat crest. And the left 1, flat crest. Left 1, right 1, continues to a 3.
With 5 drivers in front of them having all posted times, rally leaders Mark Roney and Robert Paisley knew exactly what they had to do to stay in the lead. And that's what the Castrol Toyota Horus driver did. 13 minutes and 55 seconds, the same time as Habig, so Cronje's lead remained at more than 7 seconds.
Great sudden turn right 6. Turn right 6. Into bump. Right 6. Opens up a bump into left 5.
The Total Evolution Toyota Runex of Fernando Rueda and Cobus Frey was the next car on the road. The Spaniard was driving with new vigor and enthusiasm, but a misfire 4 kilometers into the first stage of the day quickly changed all that.
Piece of
You know, we've been struggling with these misses all year, and then we had to drive the rest of the stage with 3 cylinders. So it is very difficult to try and, you know, get focused and you get all hyped up and ready.
The second Total Evolution Toyota Runex has also had an unfair share of luck this season. After having lost nearly half a minute on day 1, JP Damser and Andre Vermeulen were on a charge to make up for lost time, and did so by setting the second fastest time of all on stage 4. The battle between Evan Hutchison and Alvin Coetzee and Stefan Wilken and Greg Gericke was now not only for Class A7 honours, as both these teams were now also fighting for a top 10 position overall. The Motorrad Runex of Hutchison started the day 9th, but a quick time from the Panhard Seed Striton Express Polo on stage 4 moved Wilken past his rival by 1 single second and into the top 10.
Gemmell's stage-winning time put him right back into contention, while teammate Mark Ronier maintained his 7-second advantage at the top. Habig is now on the prowl, but championship contender Fecken plummets down the leaderboard and finds himself 1 minute and 19 seconds from the lead. This stage of the event, and as far as the championship fight between Fecken and Gemmell is concerned, it's advantage Gemmell, following his stage-winning time.
It was all right. There were some rocky patches we got through without a flat, and the time was pretty good there, so we've clawed back, I think, to 3rd.
Fecken's role was minor and the damage to the BP Ultimate Polo almost insignificant, but the champion lost 1 minute and 20 seconds, putting him on the back foot not only for this event, but also for the championship.
We're going to have to push really hard and see if we can make up a lot of places. That's the only plan there is.
BP Ultimate Rally action continues in the Swartland of the Western Cape with a long stage 5 at Longvlei, immediately followed by stage 6, an exact repeat of the same 38 kilometers. As the drivers will be familiar with the road this second time around, expect the times to tumble. These 2 stages also account for more than half of the overall rally distance, so the outcome could well be decided over the next 2 stages.